promise you, by the end of this video, you will understand why social media is much darker than you thought.
At the time, I didn't have the power to stop it, but I did have a camera and I filmed everything.
Whoa, watch out! Sorry.
Now I'm asking for your help to finish the film and finally get justice.
Now, I remember back in 2018, when Stan Lee was running on his last leg, something came out in the form of celebrity elderly abuse. It didn't sound like Hollywood had much to do with it then, as it sounded personal. But to me, I always knew what I know now. More on that later. See, at the time, I had no idea who was responsible for spreading that rumor. But I remember it was all dismissed like it wasn't a big deal. We were led to believe it was dealt with. People barely talked about it, to the point it died out. Especially once Stan Lee had another cameo after another. And those people, they were like, see, he's doing just fine. But then he died. And people slightly realized that maybe movies are just make-believe. And maybe he wasn't just doing fine at all. See, I'm not one of those who like to report on things like a journalist. Because I'm not a journalist. Facts change, and in the end, you are better off speaking from your own opinion any fucking way, since you can't get sued off that alone. So when I saw this circling over the internet, even back then, I had the very same opinion about it. That if you're any good in this world, especially in Hollywood, you will be taken advantage of. Point blank, period. Watch out, Keanu Reeves. You're next. It doesn't matter what other rich celeb / famous businessmen have told you. If they are not sadly being taken advantage of, they are the devil at work somehow. Anyway, the point I need to get at in this video is that John Jack saw some shit and recorded everything. And now what people are saying is that they don't understand why he stood there and watched, and now trying to profit from this by making a documentary. And boy, do I have a reality check for you. Do any of you remember when Edward Snowden came out and told everybody, yes, the government been tapping into your phone and was able to read and observe whatever was going on in your phones? This was like around 2013 and 14. Now, one documentary, one movie, and one Zuckerberg later, nothing has changed in your mind. And that is my point exactly. This man right here has been begging us to help him finish a project he's been working on and exposing how Stan Lee was financially abused so that maybe society would learn from it. When no one was willing to actually help, to the point this documentary was never even funded, to the point he is now have to beg for our support. But all y'all want to do is lie to yourselves. Did it ever occur to y'all he's being blacklisted and silenced? Did it even cross your mind this documentary didn't start as trying to expose anything, but more like, let me, John Jack, a comic book artist, filmmaker, and assistant to Stan Lee, just hang with my hero and record all of it. But as it turns out, he was catching a lot more moments that fell out of place. See, what is happening here is what it looks like when society is complicit in letting something terrible happen. But soon they realize it too late. They blame someone else that can be considered the scapegoat. Now he's the bad guy, and only the bad guy. Meanwhile, everybody had a bigger role to play. But this and any of my video will stay on low view count, because your ass keep going. No. Every time y'all being warned, but don't want to listen. Anyway, you've been entertained by Odie the Tent Man. Do what you gotta do, and I'll see you when I see you.